Welcome to the grid. What message does it hold for us today? This is the grid that we've been working with this week. But before we explore the full message, let's see who's delivering the message for us today. Okay, that one. Okay, we have Fox again. Second Fox of the week. Out of the way. Right, so we have, oh gosh, breaking everything. Full Fox. So the full moon fox is stepping in to guide today's message. And this familiar carries heightened awareness, intuition sharpened by reflection, and insight that emerges through illumination rather than effort. Full moon fox energy doesn't rush understanding. It reveals what has already been shaping quietly beneath the surface. Now within puzzle divination, oh goodness, there it is. We use numerology to understand how words carry meaning, and each letter translates to a number from 1 to 9, as you can see in this handy grid. And if you'd like to explore with your own words, you can use the link in the description to the word numerology calculator on my website, and that saves you doing all this math. Okay. Here is the full grid and the words that we've found so far. I'm going to give you a bit of time to have a look. If you'd like to pause the video so that you can look for the remaining words yourself, you're absolutely welcome to do so. I'm going to pop the chart down now so that we can continue. Okay, so as we reach the end of the week, and we can now see the full grid, and the words we've uncovered each day don't stand alone. They form a single message through sequence, placement, and relationship. And there we have artistic. Artistic is not limited to creativity in the conventional sense. It speaks to expression, interpretation, and the way something is shaped through engagement rather than force. When translated through numerology, artistic reduces to the number 9, and 9 carries themes of integration, perspective, and completion. It's understanding that gathers experience and makes sense of it as a whole. We always divide the grid into 9 boxes, like so. And as you can see, artistic is sitting here in box 7. And that's the position of reflection, synthesis, and internal alignment. This tells us that expression now arises from experience that has already been lived. Nothing here needs to be invented. What's needed is recognition and articulation. Skillful is the next word, and it reduces to a number 3, and that carries themes of responsiveness, communication, and adaptive movement. It's sitting across box 2 and box 6, and these are the spaces of response and interaction and relational flow. Skill here is not about mastery for its own sake. It's about knowing how to meet a moment, how to adjust, respond, and move with what's present rather than against it. So, down to the last word, and here we have daring. And that reduces to a number 8, and an 8 carries authority, embodiment, and grounded power. It appears here in box 5, the position of movement, transition, and natural change. This is not reckless courage. It's willingness rooted in experience, the readiness to move forward because something has cohered internally. Now that all the words are visible, we can step back and see the shape that this message has taken. The week opened with jubilant, grounded joy emerging from internal recognition. It moved on to spark, the possibility of beginning, quietly supported rather than rushed. Steadfast held alignment as movement continued, anchoring change in awareness. Midweek brought ease, softening effort and allowing flow with token marking, acknowledgement and recognition along the way. Dazzling followed. Followed, revealing clarity through connection and shared space. And fire, the master number of the week, activated awareness into motion, not forcefully but consciously. And now, with artistic, skillful and daring, the message completes itself. What has been forming this week is not a call to action in the usual sense. It's an invitation to expression that is informed, responsive and embodied. Artistic tells us that something wants to be shaped. Skillful shows that the capacity to do so is already present. And daring asks for movement, not because of urgency, but because readiness has arrived. And with the full moon fox guiding this final message, clarity comes through illumination rather than decision making. Nothing new needs to be added, nothing needs to be stripped away. This is a moment of recognizing what has already been assembled. This grid is now spent. The message has been fully revealed. As this message unfolded, did it resonate with you? Let me know in the comments, and we'll return tomorrow with a new grid and a new message just waiting to unfold. Until then, decode, discover, divine.